Hey y'all, what's good? What's good? What's good? Divine Elevated Love here to give you guys some messages. I am sending you out so much love and high vibrational prayers and energy for healing. Okay, at this time, I realize that there are a lot of people who are just going through um, just some heavy stuff, at this time. And, I just really want you guys to know that you are a warrior, you are an overcomer. And while things may be, you know, possibly for some of you guys, just, you might not know if you're coming or going. Um, you may feel alone in certain times, in certain moments. And for some of y'all, this is, something that's been ongoing for quite some time where you just feel alone, or that maybe you don't have the support that you need, or maybe that you're not seen. Um, and just know that, like, what's for you is for you. Okay. When it's your time, it is your time. Okay. And if you feel as though your time is not, it doesn't seem to be right now, um, one thing I just really want to speak to is, just reflect on things that have happened in your past, where you had no idea of what was going to take place, how you were going to handle certain situations, whether or not you had support or not. Um, just know that you overcame those circumstances in the past. Remind yourself of that, right? They may have been traumatic, they may have been devastating, they may have been um, just an overall struggle, right? For you to just move forward and move through, but you were able to move beyond those circumstances. And this time is no different. It's no different. It may seem more tragic, it may seem just more complicated, but ultimately, um, you will make it through. Okay, you will overcome whatever is going on. For some of you guys, you may feel as though you are losing friends, family. Some of you guys are having to disconnect from friends and family, people that you thought were supportive of you, or people that you've had long term connections with, or even for some short term. Always remember that we should just embrace the experiences, right? Um, because nothing's guaranteed. And one thing that is a given in this life is change. And sometimes that's a good thing, and other times it can seem like a bad thing. But ultimately, it's just about your mindset and how you process these experiences. When you stop for a moment and you really think back on some of the things that took place, you'll come to see that while it may have been confusing, or even, in this time or in the past, it may have been confusing and just really trying, right, on just your spirit and your faith. Please always stand firm in that. There's a lot of people talking now about, like, stand on that, or standing on business, or, stuff along the lines of that. And it's like, have that same energy when it comes to your faith. Stand firm on it. Know and trust and believe, and just really just know, you know what I'm saying? That you will get past whatever is going on. If someone has been released from your life, removed from your life, or you've, disconnected yourself from these people, trust and believe that you're deserving of new connections, new partnerships, new things to come into your life and allow you to have those feelings, or even better feelings than what you received prior. Okay. Know that you are loved. Know that you are never alone. Know that you are capable. Even when you like, even if you can't see it for yourself, just trust and know that you are, because you really are. Okay. Um, there are some of you guys who you are realizing that maybe your husband or your boyfriend or girlfriend or your wife, um, while in certain seasons, they were your person, right? And you felt the love, you felt the support, um, the care and concern. And maybe at this time, you're no longer feeling that, right? And you have to know that while it may be uncomfortable, a lot of times, Source has to make us uncomfortable because that's the only way that we will move, right? That's the only way that we will pretty much get out of our own way so that we can progress. There are literally people who are seasonal, and sometimes it could be numerous seasons, but then there comes a point where it's like, that season is it has passed, you know. And like I said, it can be extremely uncomfortable, but God has to make you uncomfortable so that you will move yourself from the uncomfort and put yourself in a place of comfort and safety. Know that you always have a safety net. As long as you stand firm in your faith, as long as you know that you are guided, know that you are protected, like everything is always going to work out in your favor. Everything is always going to come together for your good. And, those can be very cliche sayings, especially, when we're going through something that it just don't make sense. And just know that like this too shall pass. You know what I'm saying? Like that saying in itself, for me personally, was, and has been something that has really allowed me to push forward through many trying circumstances. Um, there is a song by Mary Mary called Can't Give Up Now. Okay. And that song has kept me on so many, many heavy days. So that's just you know, a reference point, a suggestion for you guys to go check out if you haven't heard it. If you have, hey, look, go run it back, okay? Because maybe it's just something you need to hear right now. You were not brought this far to just be stuck and stagnant in the space and place of where you are now. You will elevate. You will continue to grow. You will continue to blossom. But know that it's up to you to create that for yourself. Know that it's up to you to have that, even just a pinch of a mustard seed, right? Just the small amount of a mustard seed of faith to, really get in that space, okay? Redirect your mind when you have those negative thoughts, when you get ready to speak, negativity over yourself or about anyone else. Catch yourself, redirect yourself, say something positive, um, if someone is trying you or coming, at you, while it's so easy for us to tap into our shadow self, it's so easy for us to um, get into that frequency, right? But challenge yourself, you know, that is how you will elevate. Challenge yourself to check your shadow. Be like, no, we're not about to do that right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm better than that. And, just to be clear, it's not a space of saying as though like you're better than anybody or anything like that. It's just literally knowing that like I'm capable of more, you know, um, that like I say, like you're an overcomer. So it's like don't decrease yourself to something that will put you on a vibration, on a frequency that just isn't gonna serve your best and highest self. You want to align with your highest self so that you can continue to just be your best self. You want to stay in a high frequency. The thing is, there's going to be many things within this world that is going to do its best. Okay, energies, right? People, places, and things that are going to work against you to lower your frequency. But for those of you who are unfamiliar with Darwin Hawkins' theory, I definitely suggest you guys go look into that, learn a little more about it. It talks about the different levels of frequency and what moods, you basically are in when it comes to that frequency. Going back to, just love is one of the highest frequencies of all, right? God is love. So when you always operate from and move with love, you will always win. And I know sometimes that can sound a bit off, a bit crazy, because it's like, well, this person is like literally trying to attack me. This person is literally like, sending warfare my way. But please know that you have a top tier, high level, okay, um, very, very deep, okay. And when I say deep, I'm talking about like, I don't know if, look, I don't know who watches these videos. Like I say, sometimes I'll be showing my age, and that's okay. But there's a song some years back. It's called 50 Ninjas Deep. But it's just basically talking about like your squad, like how deep you are, so it's like your angels, like you got a massive squad who's always going to make sure that any warfare that comes your way is blocked. Okay, especially for those of you who are tapped in and aligned with Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael does not play about you. You hear me? Like Archangel Michael is, baby, listen. Michael was like, what? Nah, we're not about to do that. Not with my baby. Not with this earth angel. Not with this one who is putting out high frequency, high vibrational energy, love, healing vibrations, who is here to assist the collective, who is here to guide the collective, who is here to love the collective on a higher level so that they raise their frequency, who is here to be an example to anyone who may have doubted them. Like, nah, baby, you must not know. Archangel Michael with his sword and shield? Oh no, baby, he's not about to play about you. Not at all. And that's just him, right? We ain't talking about your ancestors who have shed blood and tears and fought wars and battled personal mental, spaces that could have taken them out, who overcame adversity. All of that lives within you. Okay? We're not even talking about your passed on loved ones, your angels who are consistently within your energy field, who are consistently showing you different signs, okay, through birds, through animals, cats, and dogs, children, um, different signs you see throughout your day if you're driving or traveling. Like baby, they don't play about you, like at all. Like any warfare, it is immediately blocked. So always go into anything knowing that all is still well. Okay? All is still well. And I feel like it's like somebody really, really needed to hear that. So I'm going to reiterate and I'm going to run that back. All is still well. Okay? You're going to make it through this. You have more than enough. You lack nothing. It may seem like, look, the bills are piling up. Some of y'all may have lost a job. You're just trying to figure it out. You're going to figure it out. Okay? For some of you guys, you will have to take a different avenue. Okay? So if you're used to working a 9 to 5 or just whatever type of job, Maybe it's time to look into other options, okay? You have so many ideas in that head of yours. Find a way to get them out of your head on some paper and execute, okay? There are plenty of options for you. You are not limited. You are not limited. There is so much you can do. You just have to move your feet. You may not know all the steps going forward, but you will be guided. Random connections will happen, random uh, unexpected checks or deposits or just strangers donating, whatever. It will come, it will happen. Okay. For some of you guys, maybe it's time for you to go back to school. Maybe you didn't complete something, maybe you were taking some type of trade and life happened and you weren't able to complete, that trade. The time is now. Get back into it. Be focused. Be consistent. Complete it because you're capable. Okay? Go back to school. Go ahead and get that degree. If there's something that you're interested in, but you don't even know where to start, start researching, right? Research, do your check the search engines, hop on YouTube, type it in, okay? Find some videos that, talk about it, that can guide you, that can assist you, that can help you. If you are someone who is very talented or that you pick up on things pretty quickly, just find something that works for you. Some of you guys are able to create logos, you are able to create flyers, you are able to create like an amazing social media platform. Begin to create that as a service. There are websites like Fiverr that you can, advertise your services and be paid for them. Okay. That is something that somebody needed to hear because that can allow another stream of income for you. Some of you guys could look into digital products. Okay. There's a lot of talk about it on TikTok. There's a lot of talk about it on YouTube. You can find more information about that and begin selling digital products. Okay. For some of you guys, create that Etsy. Okay. Create that Shopify. Do your research first, right? So that you know everything that comes with it, the fees, how much it's going to cost you to keep everything going, how much it's going to cost you per listing, like all of those things, and get everything in order. Sit down with someone and get you a business plan started, right? For those of you who, maybe you're working with a budget, like I said, referring back to Fiverr, that is a website that you can go on and you can find somebody for a reasonable price that can help you create a business plan. Okay. They'll more than likely just ask you some questions that pertain to what you're working towards, and then they can create that for you for a set decent price. Okay. Definitely check all reviews, okay, before you just book somebody. All right. So check their reviews, see everything that they provide for you within that service. Make sure everything's covered so that you're not having to, backtrack or redo it or whatever, okay? And just get things in order because you are on the brink of some really, really big things, okay? It's just a matter of you getting out of your own way, being consistent, and knowing that you're capable and knowing that you're supported by source, by those who actually love you and that are there to support you. And like I say, for some of you guys who feel as though you don't have the support, you may feel alone. You are not alone. You may feel that way because maybe you don't have someone physically, right? Um, Another earthly being that is there to support you, but you have so much spiritual protection and guidance and support. They are going to shift things around and align things in your favor. Okay. So, this is your message um, for today. All right. And I hope that it served you well. I hope that it gave you a little bit of motivation, a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of just spiritual sprinkle of love, from source, from your angels. Like I say, Archangel Michael's like, look, I am here. Like, fear not. Okay. Fear not. because I got my hefty, okay, my hefty sword and shield, okay, and Archangel Michael is slashing through anything that's coming your way, okay, that's putting that shield up and blocking it all because it is not welcome within your energetic field, all right? So keep that beautiful aura, that beautiful essence about yourself. Keep shining. There may be people who are trying to come up against you and dim your light. Keep shining anyway, okay? Keep shining, all right? Because, baby, they're throwing shade because you're shining just too damn bright. Okay. And we know how that can go, right? Because when you think about the sun is beautiful, right? So many of us look forward to waking up and seeing the sun, right? On those days when the sun is shining bright, you feel vibrant, you feel joy, you feel happiness, you want to be out and bask in it and enjoy it and sunbathe and all of those things. But then you also have to be mindful that sometimes, a perfect example, if you're driving and say you're headed in the direction of where the sun is facing, you can be blinded by the sun, right? So there may be some people that you're just blinding them, and the only way that they can move forward or feel okay, you know, is to put some shades on, put some sunglasses on, put the sun visor down and try to block the sun, or stand under a tree to catch some shade. But that's my point. You are the sun. You are shining too bright for some. So therefore they're going to try to, shade that, right? Because it just could be just too much for them. And that's okay, right? Just because you never want to dim your own light to appease someone else because maybe they feel as though you're shining too bright, you know? Because ultimately they still need that light, whether they know it or not, because the sun is a definite need for us, right? So always be mindful of that. Um, just keep being you. That's the best you can do, right? That's the best you can do is just keep being yourself. Notice anything about yourself that could use improvement and work towards it, because none of us are perfect. We all have something that we could continue to work on within ourselves to be a better individual for ourselves and others. So just keep at it. Okay? All right, y'all. So that is your message. I hope it serves you well. I love y'all. I will be back with another message. And yeah, if you're new to my channel, go ahead and go check out some of the other videos that have been listed previously. Tap that like button so that this video can circulate out to others so that they can get the messages as well for themselves. And tap that subscribe button so that you guys can check out the uploaded videos as they come in on your timeline. All right. All right. Love you. See ya.